Hello everybody and welcome to the last video in our Newfoundland series where we are headed up to the town of Twillingate for some iceberg hunting. As you travel up the TCH, you will go right through Terra Nova National Park. It's a great spot to stop for a rest. They have some touch tanks inside and several hiking trails to enjoy. We did the 5-kilometer Ochre Hill Trail, which takes you up to see panoramic views of the area. Twillingate is home to about 2,200 residents, but each year thousands of visitors flock upon the area in the spring because it is one of the best places to see icebergs. Newfoundland is right along Iceberg Alley, which is the path icebergs tend to follow after breaking off the ice shelf in Greenland. They follow the ocean currents, which push them north into the Baffin Bay and then down the east coast of Labrador and Newfoundland. You can see icebergs along the eastern coast of Newfoundland down into St. John's, but the ones up north will be larger simply because they have had less time to melt. In Twillingate, however, there is a harbor which tends to capture some of these icebergs better, and that is why they call themselves the iceberg capital of the world. A great way to view icebergs up close is from a boat. We booked a Zodiac boat tour with Twillingate Adventure Tours, where they took us around visiting 5 icebergs of all shapes and unique characteristics. No two icebergs are the same. The icebergs we saw in Bonavista were really awesome, but these ones up here are just massive, which makes them way more cool. Something we liked about this boat tour is they went around every iceberg twice, once slow, allowing you to see all the finer details, and once fast, so you could take a video of the entire thing in one shot. Did you know 90% of an iceberg's body is below the surface? And icebergs aren't all just white either. Blue icebergs are older and denser, having lost air bubbles over time. We saw some with blue streaks in them. These streaks are where a crack is filled with water and froze so quickly that bubbles didn't have time to form. Bubbles in an iceberg make it look white because they are trapped air pockets that scatter all wavelengths of visible light. This one here is stuck on ground in 250 feet of water. The darkness that you see is volcanic ash. The icebergs take 2 to 3 years to get here from Greenland and are about 10,000 years old. The Greenland ice sheet is the result of thousands of years of snow accumulation that has reached a thickness of more than 1 kilometer. The pressure that comes from the enormous weight transforms the snow into a glacier of ice. The same pressure pushes the glacier towards the ocean, where it calves and forms icebergs. It's estimated 10,000 icebergs are produced every year, but only 1,200 of it make it down to Newfoundland, having melted along the way. On the tour, they will fish out a little bergy bit and pass it around. You'd be surprised how heavy it is, but here is your chance to hold a piece of 10,000-year-old glacier. Not only can you see the icebergs from a boat, but you can also see them from shore. One of the massive ones that we saw earlier today, we went looking for it from shore. It wasn't super hard to find because they stick out, and it was incredible. I got my drone out, and so did many other people, and got incredible aerial shots of this thing. This gives a whole different perspective to the size of this iceberg. While we were there was also a guy from CBC filming a nature documentary on icebergs, and he captured footage of us admiring this beautiful berg. That documentary is supposed to come out in the next year or two. We saw this beautiful iceberg on May 29th, and 1 week later, it collapsed. Someone posted this on Facebook where they got to watch it happen, which is just incredible to be able to witness. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Taking a break from icebergs, we decided to explore some of the Twillingate area. The coastline here is very rugged and beautiful, and a great place for some views and sometimes even iceberg viewing is from the Twillingate Lighthouse. We even came across a few snowshoe hares up there, which if you haven't seen one, go find one and check out their feet. They are ginormous. Here we have another great option for boondocking. Check that out. Oh, beautiful. This is your view. Another spot for boondocking. Super cool. A beautiful view of the water and the town here from Crowhead Lookout. Here is a drive-through of the Peyton's Woods campground.
A lot of vans.
Electric and water. There are also tons of hiking trails here. Lookout number 1 on this top of Twillingate Trail. We have a beautiful view of this huge iceberg in Friday Bay. I'm not sure which town we are in, but we found this great lookout with lots of steps to get up to it, but there is one of the icebergs we saw yesterday out in the distance. And if you look close, you can see a little yellow boat in front of it, just to give you some perspective of how big this thing is. That iceberg is actually grounded in 250 feet of water. These root cellars are literally everywhere. This one was right when I opened my door. Totally did not expect that. Super cute. Well, that will complete our time in Newfoundland. Between the icebergs and the puffins, I'm not sure which I enjoyed more. They are both super awesome, and we had such a great time visiting the eastern side of Newfoundland. If you are interested in checking out the icebergs and puffins on your own, we came at the end of May, and if you watched our videos, you can see we did pretty well timing-wise. Thanks for watching.